Hello and welcome to Ellen's Crochet Channel. My name is Ellen and I want to welcome my subscribers, both new and returning. I appreciate you coming back and watching my videos, leaving comments, and just interacting with my channel. So today, as I said, is Sunday, and as I generally do Sundays, if I do record, it's a Sunday soliloquy, and I believe this is maybe episode 10. I'm fairly sure it's episode 10. So I just come on and I gab, I ramble about things I've made, sometimes things that are going on. But today is just going to be a quick update of what I've been doing this week. Okay, I had a pretty busy week, but I got some things completed, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to just show you what I've done. So you're probably sick and tired of seeing my Hocus Pocus blanket. So I promise this will be the last time. Well, although you may see it on the unboxing when I send it to Boggy Creek. So I finished my Hocus Pocus, well, I call it my Hocus Pocus blanket. This is a pattern by Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. I think he called it his Galaxy Spiral Blanket. So simple to follow. If you need to do a circular pattern, I recommend following this. It's was very easy. Something that you can do and not really think about. And this was made with that not a Dollar Tree Red Heart Value yarn. The color is green pea, papaya, and off-white. And actually I had a giveaway on my channel and the winner has contacted me. Congratulations, Karen. Your gift is on its way. Well, it'll be in the mail tomorrow. So these balls were from Not a Dollar Tree, the Red Heart Classic Values. They're 847 yards per ball. And Karen won 3, one of each color. So I measured to see, I was curious how much yarn I used to make this blanket. This blanket is 40 to 41 inches circular. And these are 1 pound, 16 ounce balls of yarn, and I still have 12 ounces left in each. So I would say about 12 ounces, 4 times 3. So about 12 ounces. So less than 1 full ball of that Red Heart yarn to make this circular blanket. Although I did border this in I wanted to give it a little frame of pop of color. So this is Big Twist and the color is purple. Okay, so I just went around with a double crochet and then a single crochet border just to give it a pop, kind of like frame the Hocus Pocus. And I think this will be a great, fun, simple blanket for kids, because the kids need a simple, fun blanket. Simple and fun. I think it's, yeah, I think one of the children will like this. I may make another one. I'll maybe do something else, another pattern with this yarn. But it's lovely. I really like this yarn. You know, not a dollar. You know, each one was $5. $5. Great deal. So I finished that blanket, packed up the winnings for that giveaway, and I also finished my Nelly cape 2.0. This is Nelly 2.0. So if you saw my short that I put on yesterday, you know, I finished the pattern, I finished the cape, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I put buttons on it. And I actually went through several buttons. First I put these buttons, like a wooden button, and then I went to a lighter wooden button, then I went to a smaller button, and I'll tell you, I made a cute little clasp thing, you know, so it would go on each side. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the buttons, so the buttons came off, and what I did was I made an I-cord. I made a simple I-cord and I put a wooden bead on each end, and I weaved it all through the first row of double crochet, and there you go. So I thought, you know, because I was going for simplicity, I changed up the pattern. This is a free pattern on my Ravelry shop, and it's the same pattern. The only change I made is I did not do the cobblestone stitch. This is simple double crochets and then alternating double and cross double all the way down, and then I added a little pop of color to give it a little pizzazz. I thought it needed something. Plus I wanted to make it a little bit longer, and I didn't have enough of this yarn to do that, and I think it was meant to be. So what I did was, this is a simple I-cord, and I wove it through, as I said, and that's it. Because sometimes when you I chose to do it weaving it through, because even when you sometimes you put tassels, you want them removable. If you put fringe, you know, if you've ever washed anything with a fringe, it tends to get a little funky, you know, a little twisted, and it never looks the same. So this here, I can just weave it out and wash it and then weave it back in. And I could tie it, you know, could do a simple tie, or I could just let it go, or just take it off, you know, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But I think I love the way it came out. Now this is Woolly Aran, okay, and I believe this is a Signet yarn, and it's 80% wool. No, 80% acrylic, 15% wool, 5% viscose, and that's the tweed that is in there, little tweedy flecks. And the tweedy flecks are brown and Aran and like a reddish color, very autumnal. And this is, you can machine wash or hand wash, warm, cold rinse, do not wring. And the color was Pottery Barn. Okay, this is Signet yarn from the UK. Okay, I got that in a mystery box actually from Crystal Bagaudet. So it was a very large ball, 840 meters, so a little over, over 900 yards in the ball. But it would have ended here, and I really wanted it a little bit longer. So I was going back and forth, what color was I going to add a little pop of pizzazz to this cape, and I decided to go with the Aran. I was thinking at first maybe navy, and I think navy would have looked nice. I did not want to go with black. Some had mentioned perhaps what was the other, a gray, but I decided to go with the Aran color, and I like the way it came out. I really do. I'm very, very pleased. I think this will be my go-to cape this fall. So the Aran, when you're adding yarn to a project, and it's not the same brand and it's not the same line, sometimes you're a little hesitant. So you really have to look at the thickness of the yarn, because you can have yarn that's a 4-weight. This is a 4-weight, but it's on a thinner side. I looked for some loops and threads, because I have a lot of, neutral colors. The loops and threads was too thick. Even the big twist was too thick. Definitely the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby was too thick. But I found in my stash, I had some of the Hirschner's worsted jumbo yarn, and it was almost the same thickness, almost exact. So, and this color is Aran, so it was perfect. It was the perfect weight. I think the color came out perfect, and yeah, I just love it. But as I said, I was looking for simplicity. This is, I said, my Nelly pattern. It's for free on Ravelry. I opted not to do the cobblestone. I took that stitch out because I wanted something. I wanted simplicity. I wanted something simple. And you can take my pattern and you can add your own stitch. Just follow my basic neckline and you can make a 5-panel cape and you can make it your own. I also give the count if you want to make a larger neckline, if it's for a larger person or for a gentleman, because you know, you can make it your own. And I'm looking at it now, and I made this, I don't know when I started this pattern, and I'm like, you know what? I could have entered this into Decade Divas. I didn't join the Decade Divas, but this is definitely giving me 70s retro vibe. You know, that Pottery Barn color with the Aran and the tie with the beads. Yeah, it's maybe late 60s, early 70s vibe. Definitely not the disco era. But yeah. So speaking of Decade Divas, you know, go search them on YouTube. Their videos are really really great. Lori, Armchair Chef, I so enjoyed your video. The whole disco dancing vibe was great. Yeah, you really you did a great job. A lot of fun. So that's my cape. I don't know if I discussed, you know, if you saw the first short that I put out with this pattern, I put it out yesterday. It had buttons. I decided to not do the buttons. Okay. I had put buttons on the cape like this, one on each side, and I made this, you know, closure that I could just, you know, you could remove it. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling the button. I actually tried another button, you know, and a lighter wood color. I wasn't feeling that either. So I said, I wasn't feeling the buttons. I wanted simplicity, and that's why I went with the I-cord. Yeah, and it's great. You can remove it to wash it, and it's perfect. I'm looking forward to the crisp weather when I can wear it. Yeah, hopefully soon. Okay, so Sunday Soliloquy, and I'm already 12 minutes in, so I want to get this done pretty quick. I was watching a video yesterday from Olga Poltava, and she was showing her, let me pull it up here real quick. All right, my thing is not, here we go. How to crochet, she was doing her sock pattern. So she has a sock pattern on, sorry, I was trying to look it up. She was showing her sock pattern that she has on Ravelry. And I actually purchased that pattern because I like to support my fellow creators. And it's her basic sock pattern, okay? And she was comparing actually one of the premier sock yarns. And, you know, many are looking to do socks for, I think it's for the month of October, you know, crochet a pair of socks. I would love to crochet a pair of socks. I would really love to knit a pair of socks, but I know that's not going to happen anytime soon. But I could crochet a pair of socks. So, and I purchased this pattern, I think I purchased it last year, but never actually put it on the hook. And I do plan on putting it on the hook. But if you like to crochet a pair of socks and you can't purchase a pair of socks, she does have a free tutorial and a free pattern for her. She calls it her how to crochet simple socks. So I will link both below, the simple sock pattern and tutorial, and also the basic sock pattern. They look very similar, and she does give some updates and a lot of hints, you know, to how to make the sock fit your foot. And yeah, so if you've made it this far and it's 14 minutes in, I appreciate you watching my video. So, and if you'd like to crochet a pair of socks, perhaps you have a pattern, or it would be great if you go follow Olga Poltava. I have another gift. I'm giving another gift away. Okay, so yeah, this is two, two in a week. I have this Yarn Smiths, which is from the Wool Warehouse, merino sock yarn. It's hand dyed, and the color is Mississippi Mud. It is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 437 yards. I'm fairly sure this would be enough to make the shorty socks, a shorty pair of socks, because I think she was showcasing the Premier yarn, which is a 50-gram ball, and this is 100. So it should be enough to make a pair of socks, the shorty socks that she shows how to crochet. So if you'd like a chance to win this beautiful merino sock yarn, it is wool. So if you have a wool allergy, you know, I wouldn't enter, but if you'd like to get a gift from me to one of my subscribers, leave a comment below. I will be picking the winner on Wednesday, October 1st at midnight, because I want to get this in the mail to the winner before the postal rates go up. This is open to my subscribers in the United States. Leave a comment below and you too can possibly be a winner. Karen, she won my last gift away from last week, Sunday Soliloquy. So who's gonna win this week? Okay, friends, thanks for watching, and leave a comment below, and please go follow Olga Poltava, watch her videos. She has beautiful tutorials. Perfect. I love every one of that she puts out. Her patterns are phenomenal. Okay, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.